Alright, today we're going to look at the back of a boat that has this gel coat area that's kind of dirty and kind of chalky. Let me see if I can, well, it's mostly dirt right there, but it's also a little bit of chalk in there. And we're going to show you that Acrylic-Werks can be used to take away that oxidation and leave the surface like brand new. So we have a slightly damp cloth, as we normally do, and you don't need to start with very much of the polish. Put it like a dab on there, and you're just going to wipe it down. Now, we did not clean this at all. I can see there's some water stains on there right now, and I'm just going to clean a section of this and see what comes up in the cloth. Again, some of this is dirt. We would definitely recommend that you wipe down or wash the boat or the surface that you're using, but you don't have to. We're kind of showing you don't have to do this. Also, I will note that today is not the best of days to do this. It's overcast. It's not sunny. This actually works better on a warm surface. You can see some of the dirt here, and you can also see some of the yellow, what's probably the wax or whatever was used on the surface to clean it previously. So what you want to do is work the surface until you don't get any more of that on your rag. And this has got some very hard water stains. I can actually see those. Whether we get those out in this cleaning or not, I don't know. We'll give it a shot. It will take them out, but it usually requires a little bit more work than we may have time to do for this demonstration purposes. But I can see that it's actually fading a bit more. But I can still see a few of them right down in there, but certainly a lot cleaner than it was when we started just maybe a minute or so ago. I'm also getting a little bit of reflection that wasn't there also. And again, I'm going to flip this over, use a little more polish. And if you're okay with the buffer, then go ahead, by all means, use a buffer. We're just doing this for demonstration purposes, but a buffer, you can use this product with a buffer. You're going to use the same application process, and that is a slightly wet buffer or surface, and apply the polish. But you notice I'm going to northwest, east-west, north-south, east-west direction, and that's how we typically want to apply it, because you get a lot of pressure that way versus the swirling that you typically would do with the wax. Now, I'm getting a good shine in there, but I'm not getting those hard water stains out. I don't know how long they've been on there. Probably years. How old is this boat, Jim?
About 12 years old.
12 years old, okay. So we're dealing with an older surface, which is fine, but you'll definitely notice on the area that I am cleaning that did not have the water spots on there, we have gotten it back to almost a new surface, which will become apparent when we finish with the next couple of steps. This will also make future cleanings much, much easier. So I'm not really getting much, so I'm going to give it one more shot. Again, damp rag, small amount of polish, you don't use much. This is a 16-foot, what is this again? What kind of boat is this?
It's a G3, Yamaha G3,
okay.
16-foot boat.
Alright. And once you've done the surface that you're working on, once you've completely removed all of the oxidation and as much contaminants as you can, again, we could probably, if this were a hotter day, working on this little area right here, I can still see some very faint residual water stains, but not much. And if you've really got water stains that badly, you might want to put this material on there and let it sit for a few minutes, let the Acrylic-Werks polish work into the surface, and then wipe it down as we're doing now. But I'm okay with that. So the next step, or the second step, is to take a damper cloth that just has water on it, and all we're doing is putting a water sheen on top of it. We're not doing any cleaning. I guess I could have used a cleaner rag for that. And then you take a buffing towel and buff the area that you cleaned. And I can actually see your reflection in there. I don't know if you can see it from that angle or not, but we now have a reflection in this piece. So it's super smooth, super clean, versus this area here. You can actually hear it possibly. And then you get over here, and it's nice and clean, nice and shiny, and now protected by the Acrylic-Werks polish. Okay.